Hi, this is Judy Matejczyk, Life Mastery Consultant, a world-class paradigm shifter. My mission is to cause a better world. Today, I want to present to you a workshop, quick little workshop called The Power of Vision, 3 Keys to Mastering Your Results. So let's take a deep breath in here. All right, you ready to go? You might want to get a pen and paper, do a little bit of journaling here, but let's get going. So there was this mother mouse. We're going to learn the language of success. So there was a mother mouse who was leading her little baby mouses through the kitchen, getting ready for some lunch and everything that was dropped on the floor. And she's leading her babies around the corner, and boom, out comes a big old cat. The cat like gets up on his hind legs. Ooh, lunch right there. Ooh! And the mother mouse jumps up on her hind legs and goes, "Woof, woof, 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 woof." And the cat freaked out, ran away. And the mother mouse turned to her baby mices, and says, "That, my children, is the power of knowing more than one language." I love that story. And just in this really short little workshop, we're going to be talking about this whole new language, or a language of success. You down? All right, here we go. So my intention for this workshop is to give you 3 tools to help you achieve your goals. Gain greater clarity on those goals and the dreams, and feel even more confident in your ability. So, our goals and dreams are often born out of the challenges we face. Anyone here having a challenge? 2 hands up. Now, our goals and dreams are often born out of those challenges that we face. And there's 2 signals for growth are both the longing for that new and freer fuller life, or a discontent with the way things are, feeling that stuckness. So, 2 signals for growth are longing for the more and discontent where we are and everything about it. So, the pain of the problem, that burning desire for something new, are essential for creating new results. Let me repeat that. The pain of a problem or the burning desire for something new, are essential for creating new results. Take a deep breath in on that. Mm. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. So I firmly believe in people and know that each one of us is far more powerful and contains more potential than any circumstance or condition. So I was in condition driven thinking for many, many years as my vocation of a special ed teacher in the Leander School District out here in Texas. And I was so on fire at the beginning, and then I lost that desire with everything on the outside was eating me alive, and I was no longer in my zone. I was in that discontent, so discontent that I wasn't serving. I was in 4 walls. I was seeing so many kids not make the progress I knew that they could. And I was eating at drive-throughs, right? Big Macs. My health, my blood pressure was up. My relationships with my family. I would come home, have no energy for my family, but mostly was well, grouch to everyone that I really loved and cared for. I had my vocation. I loved what I do. There was no time to, summers were there, but there was no money to do the things I wanted to do. So I came and made a decision where I got a mentor, and she challenged me to think bigger and higher of myself. So it was at that moment in time that I knew that there was more for me. So that was back then. Now I live in outdoors mostly and do what I really love to do. So this is just a little bit of snippet of where this story and these tools and principles have taken me, and I hope it serves you. So here we go, the power of vision, 3 keys to mastering your results. I promised you I'm going to give you 3 of those keys. It's 3 of many that I teach. And at the end, I'll have a surprise for you. Okay, so hang in there with me. All right, so take another deep breath in. So there are 4 quadrants in your life that we'll be looking at. And there's 4, and I call this full spectrum wealth. Health and well-being, right? How healthy you are and how content you are. Your love and relationships, how you are with your family, your significant other, your vocation or your vocari, what you've come here to do and be and give in this life. And also your time and money freedom, where you have all the time, all the money to do whatever it is you love. So we're going to be doing and looking at these 4 quadrants in your life. But before we get into that, let me teach you a little tiny teaching on the results formula. So take a deep breath in. Your thoughts, whatever you're thinking, that level of vibration of your thinking, create your feelings. So if you're thinking, I'll never do this, I'm too old, I'm too fat, my kids hold me down, the feeling is one for me, hopelessness and what's the use feeling. And that their feelings lead to your actions, and your actions lead to lead to results. So just for now, think of the results that you're getting out of your life. Okay? All right? So your results never lie. And it'll go back into what you're thinking about yourself and conditions. Inevitably, like if you're thinking, wow, this is a great day, you're feeling joyful, chances are you're going to go outside and spread that joy in some way, going for a walk and everything, and your results are having a good day. So whatever your results are, you can always trace it back to your thinking, which we're going to be doing in a second. So how do you create new results? Boom, write this down. Notice what you're noticing. So at any particular time in the day, when you take time out, notice what you're noticing. Okay. Catching your thoughts. Are they expanding? Or are they contractive? Notice what you're noticing. The number 1 tool for creating new results. So let's take a little life assessment on where you currently are now. Take a deep breath in, pull your paper out. So we're going to notice your current results. Okay. So you might be a person who feels stuck in your ability to transform your health. You might be a person who has a relatively good health, no symptoms, but you know there's more vibrancy and aliveness you can feel. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you with your current results? 1 being not fulfilled at all, and 5 being completely fulfilled. Okay? Got it? Now we're going to go to love and relationships. So write down love and relationships, the top. So you might be a person who longs to have a beautiful, deep, fun, and passionate relationship with a loving and caring partner. You might be a person who would love to deepen or expand and have more fun with all the relationships that you're in. On a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you? 1, not at all. 5, awesome. All right. Vocation or your expression in the world. You might be a person who feels stuck in a job that you don't like. You might be a person who likes your work, but you work too many hours and you want more freedom. On a scale of 1 to 5, for yourself. Rating, make note of that. And the fourth quadrant, time and money freedom. So you might be a person who doesn't have the money freedom to do the things you really want to do, or give or contribute to the causes and organizations that matter to you most. Okay. You might be a person who's achieved a lot of success and you're not feeling all the fulfillment you want and not quite having the time to make the difference you want to make. Give yourself a score, 1 to 20. 1 to 5. All right. So now look at the scores that you gave yourself on health and well-being, love and relationships, time and expression, vocation and expression, time and money freedom. Now make note of which one of those, or maybe two or all of them, have the lowest number, the where you're longing or discontent. Once again, this is your longing and discontent. All right, so make note of that. I'm going to do something now. And here's the 4 quadrants. Which quadrants is yearning for your attention? Or it could be all of them. Just for this exercise, I'm going to invite you to choose one. Inevitably, when one of the quadrants grows, the rest follow. Okay, so here's the key number 1. Tool number 1 is designing your dream. Clarity is power. So now you have a number of the quadrant that you want to write this vision. Clarity is power. The only question to ask yourself is, what would you love? So take a deep breath in. You have that quadrant. What would you love in that quadrant? What would you love to create, be, do, have in that particular quadrant? Now we're going to do a little exercise called the time machine. So we're going to put 3 years out from this date. Okay. So for now, maybe it's 2025. So we're going to go to 2028. And it's this time. All right. And so we're going to take a deep breath in, close your eyes, use that beautiful imagination. What would I love? It's 2028. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Get settled. What would I love? All right, now pick up your pen and write down, I am so happy and grateful now that. So we're coming from it's all happening. It's all happened. I am so happy. Write the date. I'm so happy and grateful now that it's 3 years out, and go. I'm going to give you 2 minutes of clock time and go. What are you feeling? Where are you? Who's with you? So you have that perfect health and everything. What are you doing with perfect health? You're riding a bike, climbing mountains, playing with your grandkids or kids. What would you love 3 years from now? And you could always stop this now and take more time. This is key. This is the dream. This is the vision of the key in creating new results. Okay, there you go. This or something better still. Yeah. So there you go. There was the first key. Designing your dream. Key number check. Got it check. Key number 2 is deciding for your dream. So you have this beautiful vision. Nothing can happen until you decide for it. So deciding for new results. All right. So here's where we are now, your current life. We did that. And then we have what you would love all the way on the other side. And right in the middle is the how am I going to do that? Right? For this exercise, we're going to put the how on hold. Okay. Allow yourself to feel what it would look like, what you would love. Okay. Deciding for your dream. Okay. So deciding. Wow. There you go. So key number 2 is deciding for your dream. The third key, befriending your fear. Inevitably, when you start to dream, that fear is going to rise up. It's inevitable. And it's inevitable for any one of us, every one of us. So, yeah, you want to go, heck yeah, I want that vision. I want that dream. Heck yeah. And a part of you is a heck yeah. And a part of you is, oh my God, what if I fail? Right? Anybody already feel this in just like the 10 minutes we've been talking? Yes, I want it. Heck yeah, what if I fail? Well, guess what? We learn to walk by falling down. I have never seen a little baby who's getting ready to take his first steps fall down and say, that does it. I'm just not meant to be a walker. It seems like as we get older, we get this stuckness of it. But guess what? Right? Who's this? Oprah, right? She was fired by TV executives because she was not fit for TV. She pulled down that little part of her that says, heck yeah, right? What if I fail? And she's had many failures, right? Steven Spielberg was rejected from the film school, USC film school. Guess how many times? 3 times, right? The founder of Starbucks, Howard Schultz, was told there was no market for his kind of coffee. And his application was rejected 242 times. Now there's thousands and thousands of Starbucks. He had a strong why. Fear and failure are prerequisites for achieving great dreams. Write this down. Teach your kids. Fear and failure are on this path of achieving your dreams. They're prerequisites. Okay. So, what do you do when fear, doubt, and worry come up? I'm fearful. Oh no, I doubt myself. Yes. So many of my clients, this is where we're at, fear, doubt, and worry. And what do you do when these come up? You go straight to that vision and that dream. Bring it to mind, coming from that dream and living it as if it's happening here right now. And then boom, take one baby step action. Take one little step in the action of your dream. It could be, oh, I'm just gonna Google or watch a YouTube video about someone who has achieved my dream. Any little action shows the universe that you are ready, you've decided, take baby steps and actions. All right, so here's what we covered so far: designing your dream, deciding for your dream, and befriending your fear. These are just three of the many tools that we learn in the programs that I teach. So 3 keys to mastering your results. Guess what? You are worthy of your dream and a life you love. Take a deep dive down. I am worthy of my dream and a life I love. Okay, so here's the gift. My gift to you for sitting through this is that I have a complimentary visioning session valued of $250. Complimentary, right? Wherever you're watching this, DM me, get a hold of me, and let's set a time to talk. And I'll tell you more about the programs I teach and if we're a good fit. The complimentary visioning session. So I want to end with this story. Okay. And it's a true story about William H. Murray. So William H. Murray is known as one of the top 5 mountain climbers of all time. But he didn't start out that way at all. In fact, he almost let the opportunity for greatness slip right by him. Most mountain climbers will tell you that the greatest achievement for any mountain climber is to summit Mount Everest. A man named Edmund Hillary was putting together a team to attempt to do just that. And Hillary wanted Murray on his team. At that point, no one had ever reached the peak of Mount Everest. And the effort was going to require an investment of time and money. And each climber would have to pay his own way. So when Hillary invited Murray, Murray thought, I'd love to be on that expedition. But how much is it going to cost? And when confronted with the price, he said he saw no way of coming up with that kind of money. So he had to decline the invitation, and Hillary went on the climb without him. Hillary's team had a great expedition, but they did not reach the summit. A couple years later, Hillary was putting together another expedition, and he sought out Murray at once. Hillary said, Murray, we all want you to come on this team. Come with us this time. And for the second time, William H. Murray asked how much it would cost to go to the expedition. And once again, when confronted with the price, he said no. The number was more than he believed possible for himself. He declined based on condition. So Hillary and the team hiked Mount Everest without him the second time. They got further up the mountains this time, but they still did not reach the peak. Deja vu. And Hillary asked Murray again for the third time. Hillary said, listen, Murray, we're going to go one more time. And I think we're going to reach the summit this time because when we got down there the last time, I looked up at Everest and I said, I will climb you because you're not getting any bigger, but I am. So this time when Hillary asked Murray to come up with the team, Murray asked a different question. He said, how much was the deposit? Because Murray decided that he would go on the expedition, he had no idea how he was going to pay for the trip, but the how didn't matter. He was committed. He put down his initial down payment and then boop, he was on his way. And it turned out Murray attracted all the financial resources required to go on the full expedition, and it was Murray who discovered a southern route on Everest that allowed the group to summit the mountain. Murray wrote about his experience in a book called Evidence of Things Not Seen. And one of the famous quotes from that book is, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Let that sink in. Absence of evidence is simply absence of awareness. You have a Mount Everest level dream, and perhaps there's no clear path at this point, but that doesn't mean a path doesn't exist for you. It just means that you're still growing your awareness to be able to see the things you can do to generate the result you want. And I'm honored to support you in learning keys to master those results. So, yes, there's your Mount Everest. Absence of evidence is simply absence of awareness. And my vocation now is an awareness journey for you. So I'm going to close this workshop with another key quote from Murray's book. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiatives, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, namely, that the moment one finally commits himself, then providence moves too. So, whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Take that first step, because boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. It's been a pleasure serving you today. This is The Power of Vision, 3 Keys to Mastering Your Results. Yeah, thank you for showing up, Judy Matejczyk, Life Mastery Consultant. Remember, live love because you matter. Your vision, your message are important to the world. Contact me and let's get you started. And I'm available to do speaking engagements to your group, wherever it is, because my mission is to cause a better world.